Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sheila. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful crop top. It's in the kami style and it's very easy to achieve. We're going to be using the Tunisian crochet stitch. Most of you know I've fallen in love with this stitch and I promise to give you some projects using the same exact stitch. So here we are. The yarn that you'll need is any chunky yarn or any weight for yarn, a 6mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. So you'll start off with a slip knot and then you're going to chain 5. After a chain of 5, you're going to go into the second chain from the hook and pull up a loop and continue to pull up loops into each and every stitch. You'll have 5 loops on your hook. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And then for row 2, you'll yarn over, go into the second loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop into the next stitch and into the next stitch all the way across. And before you go into your last stitch, you'll have to yarn over and pull up a loop. So your stitches will increase by 2. So from 5 to 7, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. For row 3, you yarn over. We are going to repeat row 2. So yarn over and make sure you go into that loop. Yarn over, pull through 1, pull through, pull through, pull through, and pull through, and then you go into the very last stitch after yarning over and then pull up a loop. So you'll have a total of 9 stitches on your hook, 9 loops on your hook. So you yarn over, pull through 1, and then for all the rest you'll yarn over and pull through 2 up to the end. So that's how we increase with the Tunisian crochet stitch. You're going to continue doing that. You can see me doing row 4. I'm doing the same exact thing that I did for row 2 and row 3. So don't forget to always yarn over before you go into the second stitch, and always don't forget to yarn over before you go into the very last stitch. So your rows will keep increasing by 2 stitches. So that's what we have. You're going to go ahead and keep increasing on both sides until you have a total of 13 rows. So for me, I'm a size medium, small to medium. So small to medium, you'll do 13 rows. For large, you may consider 16 rows, and XL, you may consider a total of for XL, you may consider a total of around 18 rows. So I did 2 sides. I did 2 identical parts. So exactly what you did for the first panel should be the same exact thing that you do for the second. So you're going to get one of the panels and then you do the same exact thing, only the difference is this time we are not yarning over at the beginning. We are going straight into the second stitch and pulling up a loop, and then continue to pull up a loop in each and every stitch all the way across. So we are coming to the end of the first panel, and we are not going to yarn over. We are going to just go straight into the very last stitch and pull up a loop, and then grab our second side, and then we are going to go into the very first stitch and pull up a loop and continue to pull up a loop in each and every stitch all the way across the second panel. So this row 14 is going to be joining the two parts together. So right now we are coming to the end of the second panel, and we are going straight into the very last stitch and pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, and yarn over, pull through 2 all the way to the end of our row 14. So continue to pull through 2 all the way across. So make sure you don't lose your stitches off the hook. So we're coming to the end of the 14th row, and we've pulled over the last 2 stitches, and that has joined our 2 panels together, and these are the ones that form the bra cups. So we're going to keep working all the way back and forth for a total number of rows that I'll be telling you, but this time we are not going to be increasing at all. We're just doing plain rows of Tunisian crochet stitch all the way back and forth until we get the length of the top that we want. So I'll be letting you know how many rows that I'll be doing for my size or for the length that I wanted my top to be, if you want it for reference. But go ahead and do plain rows of Tunisian stitch without any increases until you get the length of the top that you want. So we are back, and I did a total of 12 rows of extension. Remember, I had 13 rows at the top, then I did 12 rows for the bottom. That means I have a total of 25 rows. So after your 25 rows, we are going to be binding off. So go into that stitch like you would normally work, and then just pull through 2 loops. So this is just to close up the big gaps at the base of our top. So we want it to be neat. So go into each and every stitch and just pull through both loops. We are doing a slip stitch all the way across our work to close up those big gaps. So we've come to the end, and at the end we're going to go into the very last stitch and make a slip stitch. So that marks the end of row 26, because we had 25 rows. So we're going to be working the side of our work with a Tunisian stitch, So go into the first stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. I'm going to do that into all the rows that I increased after the backups. So I'll have a total of 12 stitches on my hook. I'll have a total of 12 loops on my hook. So when you have your 12 loops, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, through 2, through 2, all the way to the beginning of the row. And I'm going to do a total of 12 rows of plain Tunisian crochet stitches without any increases. So here are my 12 rows, and I'm going to bind off just like we did at the bottom of our work to close up those big gaps. So go into each and every stitch and just slip stitch. So you're going to just do a length that's comfortable for you. Just make sure it's not so long that it closes up the back side completely. You have to leave some room for the straps to tie. So after that, chain 1 and cut your yarn. So that's how your work will look like. You're going to go ahead and do that same exact thing on this other side. So since the Tunisian crochet stitch is worked on one side, you're going to have to make sure your work is facing the right side. Then count 12 stitches in. And then attach your work, and you're going to do the same exact thing that you did on the other side, so that we have 2 panels that are coming towards the back side. So go into the second stitch and into the next, all the way across for a total of 12 stitches, because we did 12 stitches on the other side too. So make sure you balance your work equally. So after that, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way to the beginning of your row. And you're going to do a total of 12 rows, and then the 13th row will be binding off, just like we did for the other panel. So now we have our 2 panels finished, and this is how our work looks like. These are the 2 panels that are going to the back of our top, and now we're going to be working the straps that are going to be attaching to those back panels. So grab your yarn and attach your yarn at the top of the backups, one side of the backups. So slip knot, attach your yarn on top of one of the backups. So after attaching, you're going to go into the second stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next and pull up a loop, and you're going to do that. And then you go into the very last stitch. You should have a total of 5 stitches on your hook, and then do the return pass. So you should have a total of 5 stitches for every row for the strap, because we started off with 5 stitches. So we want to maintain the 5 stitches until you have a comfortable length for your top. So for me, I did a total of 40 rows, which measures are about 18 inches. So just keep going, keep doing 5 stitches until you have a total number of rows that's comfortable for you to wear. So I did a total of 40 rows. So after that, the next thing that you're going to do is to attach your strap onto the back side of your work, the back panel that we created. So the first thing that you're going to do is to bind off the strap. I hope you still remember how to bind off. I'm going to do that in a second. So bind off using a slip stitch, of course, and then you're going to attach that strap to the back panel on that side where you've worked the strap. So fold it over and go onto the wrong side of your work and keep joining with a single crochet. So I'll chain up 1 and then go into each and every stitch, attaching to the stitches on the back panel. So just align and eyeball and keep attaching your stitches. So single crochet for a total of 5 stitches, and that should be strong enough to hold your straps in place. Like that, and then you're going to chain up 1 and cut your yarn. So that's it for this side. For the first side, you're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the opposite side of your work. So this is how the front looks like. So we are done with both sides. We've attached straps on both sides, and that's the back side of our work. And now we are going to be working a row of single crochets in the armholes, so all the way around the armhole. So after that, we shall be going all the way around the top of the bralette. So for now, we are going to start with the armhole. You're going to grab your yarn, make a slip knot, and attach it anywhere in one of the armholes on the right side. So I'll be attaching mine here at that point. And I'm going to be chaining 1 and make single crochets all the way around the armhole. So I'm working while weaving in that tail at the back of my work. So go into each and every stitch, making 1 single crochet in each and every stitch all the way around the armhole. This just makes the edges neater and our work almost perfect. So go all the way around. Make sure I go into each and every stitch all the way around. So I've gone all the way around my armhole, and now I'm going to make a slip stitch in the very first single crochet that I made, and then I'll chain up one and cut my yarn. So I'll weave in those ends later. You're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing for the second armhole. So go onto the opposite side and do that same exact thing for the armhole, and then I'll meet you when you're done with that. So we're done with the armholes, and this is the result. You can see it's neater and more planned. So right now we're going to go to the back of our work, and we are going to be starting from the base corner of our work all the way up to the cleavage area, all the way up and all the way down to the base corner on the opposite side. So grab your yarn and attach it to the corner where you're going to start from. You're going to make a slip knot in that corner, and then single crochet in each and every stitch all the way up, all the way around your top from this corner to the opposite corner. So we finished going all the way around our work. Sorry, not around, but from one corner to the next corner, and that's what we have. At this point we are done with the edging of the work, and this is how our work looks like at the front side. So right now I'm doing the straps, and I'm just doing a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So if you have a better way of doing your straps, go ahead and use that method, but for me I'll be using this, chain 3 and double crochet in the space below until I have a total of 20 segments for my strap. So when I have my 20 segments, I'll come back onto that strap to even make it stronger and thicker. So chain 3, single crochet in that first space, chain 3, single crochet in the next space, and continue to do that, chain 3, single crochet, until you get to the end of your strap. And when you come to the end, you're going to have a thicker strap, of course, and you're going to chain up 3 and go into that very same chain where you place the double crochet and make a slip stitch. You're going to chain up 1, and then you're going to cut your yarn, and you're going to do the same exact thing on the other corner. So right now I'm done with my 2 straps at the back. The next thing that's left is to get rid of all these loose strands laying around. I'm going to go ahead and weave them in, and the straps will tie like this. The strings at the back will tie like that, and yeah, that's how the back will look like. and this is how your front side of the top will look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.